Hey everyone, today I'll be reviewing my new MOC, and this is Bulk 4.0 rebuilt in my own style. Just for a refresher, here's Bulk 4.0, the actual set. For any of you who have not seen my most recent video, I'm working on a project called 4.0 Reimagined, and that's just where I'm recreating every set from 4.0 in my own style, making them as cool as possible. And this bulk MOC is the very first one in that series. And so there's 17 more just like him or even cooler than him on the way. He took about 3 hours to build, and I would say he's probably around 200 pieces. For the review, I'll just go ahead and start off with the legs since they're the least important part of the build. I really like the legs. This specific shin piece looks really good. It came from Rotor in orange, but I believe the piece itself originated from Bionicle, and I think the first color it was seen in was yellow. And I really like the feet too. I used these silver feet which I got from Thunder, I believe. Then I added a little bit onto the back to give it some more surface area so he wouldn't fall down easily. Also, I gave him these orange jet pieces, which those also came from Rotor. I like these Bionicle armor plates I used. Those came from, I believe, 2016 Bionicle. I don't remember if they were first created in the original Bionicle. The legs are pretty simple, but I think they work out very well for this specific MOC. Now moving on to the upper body, I'll start with the arms because they're probably one of my favorite parts of the MOC. So I used these Rotor shin pieces again just as shoulder plates on either side. And I believe the actual Bulk 4.0 guy had a little more orange than my guy does. And that's kind of unfortunate, but I think it's kind of just a sacrifice that had to be made because I don't have very many orange Technics. And Next 4.0 is very orange, so I had to save a lot more orange pieces for him. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a lot of dark gray Technics, and Bulk 4.0, the actual set, had a lot of dark gray, and so it's unfortunate that my MOC is more silver than he is dark gray. But still, he's very recognizable, and I think he's a very good representation of Bulk 4.0. So the left arm, this was the arm on the actual set that was just meant to hold Bulk's handcuffs. Now, unfortunately, in my 4.0 Reimagined, I won't be able to use the handcuff piece because how I build arms, the arms will just be too bulky and the handcuffs won't clip on. So I just won't have the handcuffs in my series, which that is unfortunate since it was part of 4.0, but some sacrifices will have to be made for this new 4.0 Reimagined series. I really like the look of the left arm. It's very thick, and I like this gear piece that I used on either side. It looks very cool whenever it moves. That does absolutely nothing. It doesn't connect to anything. It's just to look cool. I really like the look of the Meteor Blaster, though. So the original Bulk 4.0 just had this Meteor Blaster top piece and one of these orange bottom pieces. And so it looked pretty cool, but it was completely unmodified. And so I just put two of these orange under barrels, I guess you would call them. And then I just wrapped a wire around. I gave him a laser sight and this piece of armor right here. And I think it looks a lot better now. I really like the look of this arm. The top is exactly the same as this arm over here, but obviously this forearm is different. And I gave him even his shoulder turret that the actual set had. But the set was just, I think it had 2 rockets on it, and that's all. So I just made it an actual auto turn, and I think it looks pretty good. I'm not sure if you can see it completely. But I just slapped this on at the very end just because I remembered he had a shoulder turret. So I thought, since I'm being accurate, I just needed to throw it on. I really like his shoulder plates. They look very good. Also, I use this big Bionicle chest plate piece to be what holds his core on. So every 4.0 MOC that I build, or every Hero 4.0 MOC that I build, will have this core just to be accurate. I really like the look of his stomach. It has a lot of mechanical details in it, and I think they work pretty well. I love these shoulder plate pieces. I got them from a Bionicle lot, actually. I just think they look very cool. I'll turn him around back so you can see his jetpack. I believe Bulk 4.0 had a jetpack. I could just be completely wrong, but for some reason I remember him having a jetpack. So I just gave him a super big, very cool looking jetpack. This took me a while to build, but I really like how it turned out. I used this Bionicle preset jet piece, and those work out very well. Also, I use this 1.0 / Bionicle double jet piece. I really like that one. It looks very cool. His back was really just completely covered by the jetpack, so that's another reason I put it on, just to cover as much ground as possible. Overall, I really enjoyed building this MOC. He was super fun to build, and I can't wait to get back to building even more of these 4.0 MOCs. I have 4 other MOCs besides him built, and Core Hunter will be the next to be reviewed since he's Bulk's villain. What I'll be doing is I'll be doing the hero, then I'll review the hero's villain. So since I did Bulk, I'll be reviewing Core Hunter, then next I'll be reviewing Evo, then Toxic Reaper, then Nex, then XT4, and then after that I don't know what else because I haven't finished any MOCs besides those that I just listed. I hope that this Bulk 4.0 MOC has given you hope for the entire 4.0 Reimagined series. This will be the biggest project that I've ever done, with 17 more MOCs on the way, and Bulk is probably one of the lamest among them. Core Hunter is probably my favorite right now, and he's the next to be reviewed. I don't have an exact release date for all of the other MOCs, just because I haven't finished them all yet, but I'm hoping to release one review a week. Now, I won't be doing any other MOCs besides 4.0 Reimagined MOCs, because I need to focus all my time, attention, and all of my pieces on this 4.0 Reimagined series. I hope you'll stay tuned and watch all of their reviews. And please tell me in the comments what you think about Bulk 4.0 Reimagined.